Hi, I'm Kelly. Tonight's story comes from Japan. It's a terrifying urban legend about a brother who came back from a trip, but something about him was no longer the same. My older brother started acting strange. Just yesterday, he came back from a 2-day trip with his girlfriend. Before he left, he was in such a good mood. But after returning, he shut himself in his room and wouldn't even come out for meals. It was his very first trip with his girlfriend, Yoko. She came from a strict family and had lied to her parents, telling them she was going with a female friend instead. Before lunch, I got worried and tried talking to him through the door.
Hey, what's wrong? Did you and Yoko fight?
No answer.
Bro?
After a long silence, he replied in a low, hoarse voice.
If Yoko calls, tell her I'm not here.
So you two really did fight, huh? Fine, but at least come eat.
No matter how much I called, he never came out. So I gave up and went back to eat Mom's cooking. That evening, the phone rang. Mom was out shopping, so I picked it up. It was Yoko.
Hi, it's Yoko. Is Ryoichi there?
I hesitated. If she had called the house, that meant my brother wasn't answering her. But if I made something up, it might only make things worse later. Still, what scared me most was the thought of my brother's wrath if I said the wrong thing. So I lied.
Sorry, he just stepped out. I don't know when he'll be back.
Found you.
Click. The line went dead. I thought maybe I was imagining it, but I could have sworn I heard her chuckling before the call ended. Later that night, around 10 p.m., the intercom rang. Mom looked at me and said, "It's Yoko." We were shocked. She was supposed to have strict parents. What was she doing here at this hour? Mom went to let her in. But just as the front door opened, Mom's scream pierced the house. I froze. My shoulders stiffened up to my ears. My body locked tight, like invisible ropes were binding me. I couldn't move, couldn't even scream. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Dad too, frozen in the exact same way. The sliding door from the entryway creaked open. Shuffle, shuffle, and then she came in. It was Yoko. Or was it? She wore a long black dress. Her once neat hair hung tangled and wild, strands falling across her pale face. Her skin, normally so fair, was now ghostly white. She walked pigeon-toed, her right hand sliding along the wall, her left hand groping forward in the air, like someone blind in total darkness. But the house lights were on. We could see every unnatural detail. When she passed the doorway, she slowly turned her face toward me. Her eyes were wrong. The whites were stained a bloody red, like they were about to burst. And the pupils, covered in a cloudy, milky film, looked almost inverted. Like Dracula's eyes in some B-horror movie, only worse. They were full of pure malice. Just seeing them made me want to cry in terror. She stared at me, her lips twisting into a smile, and said,
"Lying is not allowed."
Then she turned away again, slowly shuffling toward the stairs. Moments later, my brother's agonized scream echoed through the house, and I blacked out. When I woke the next morning, Dad was still collapsed on the floor with his earpick in hand, Mom lying near the entryway. I shook them awake, but I was too scared to face my brother's room alone. Together, we went upstairs and opened his door. Yoko was gone. My brother was still alive, but he wasn't the same anymore.
Heh? Heh heh heh. Ha 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 ha.
He sat there drooling, mouth twisted in a grotesque grin, eyes vacant, head swaying side to side. No matter how much we called his name, he never answered. Dad bit his lip, torn between grief and rage. Mom broke down crying. From that day, my brother was withdrawn from school and placed in the hospital. It's been half a year. He's never recovered. Deep down, I know, the brother I once knew is never coming back. And as for Yoko, she vanished. Her whole family disappeared too. Even the police and investigators couldn't find them. What was that thing? Did Yoko meet some terrible fate for lying to her parents? Or was there something cursed about her family all along? To this day, I still don't know. So, what do you think really happened that night? Was that truly Yoko who came to our house? Or something else pretending to be her? And what do you think happened to my brother's soul? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your theories. I had just started to relax when suddenly, click, the light went out. My heart nearly stopped. I rushed to finish and ran out, only to see the switch had been flipped down. In that moment, I knew, whatever it was, it had followed me. But what else could I do? I forced myself to act normal, step by step, walking back to the bedroom. I didn't dare switch off the TV again. I just left it glowing in the dark, curled up in my spot on the floor. And he plugged it in and turned it on. As soon as it booted, new messages started pouring in, dozens of them. At first, they assumed they were from the phone company, but they weren't. They were all from anonymous email addresses, no subject lines, each message only 1 or 2 sentences. The contents sent chills down their spines. Something's in the mountain. It's watching me. It's coming closer. It comes at dusk, leaves at dawn. It saw me. I hear knocking. It wants to break in. It's peeking at me. And the last message, just 1 line. It's here. They had barely finished reading it when they heard it. Click-clack. The sound of the window being opened.
That was definitely the sound of glass sliding open.
A damp, suffocating gust seeped into the room. It smelled faintly of blood. It felt alive. Like the story? Want more creepy tales like this? Hit like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow.